Today we are looking at PRSO. You might have heard about this company in my previous MOBX lab video where these two entities are in active discussion for the merger. So why they want to have the merger, especially MOBX lab wants to have the merger with PRSO. Let's deep dive into it. What is the current scenario for this? Currently a market cap of 8 million, 9 million around ish with the price range around $1. It is having an average hold rating. Risk level is high. Let's look at some of the key financials. Revenue doubled year over year, 3.7 million with 97%, 71% non-GAAP margin. Significant loss persist. Negative 10.7 million net loss in full year 2024. Cash burn continues, relying on equity raise for survival. And strong momentum, 3.6 million milliwave orders. Q1 2025 guidance was 3.6 to 4 million. This is the overall summary of the PRSO. Now what they do, so their main core product is their milliwave chipset. This is the chipset that will be used in your drones, in your missiles and so on, and this is a overlapping component with what MOBX lab have. So they have the EMI filters that helps you run your drones, missiles, cockpits, and all um, in a more clean way. There's less interventions from electromagnetic waves and so on. Then they have integrated modules, prospected long range FWA, Vitreous Enterprise and Consumer. These are more like connections, not that strong. Software and IP, this is again not their core product. Key application, so fixed wireless access, fiber speed, there's consumer electronics, wireless air, defense and military, tactical comms, and low probability intercept. So this is where their main key application is. Enterprise usage, factory automation, campus networks, again not that. So let's look at their fundamental health. We see that revenue went up, but the history says that revenue went down as well in 2022 versus 2023, and then it went up a little bit. So I think revenue does not have the consistency over the time. That's why stock is struggling. It came down from $10 to $1. Why I'm intrigued now is with the merger possibility with MOBX. These two, I think they have the right products. It's just once you have a holistic solution provide to military or navy or even industrial solution, you have better position to win a contract. So their leadership is, it's fine, it's not that exceptional like the way we have more MOBX lab. That leadership exceptional. The only thing that they have that stands out is that the co-founder with the deep milliwave expertise. So yeah, overall institutional holding is not that great. My insider is not very. So again, if I have to look at this stock, I will go and do a speculative buy or hold with the price target of 2 or something, not more than that. But let's look at what MOBX has to do with their projected revenue segments and Tomahawk Halo effect. So in the last video of MOBX lab, we talked about what's their defense deal is, and that's where they have the EMI interconnect. So core defense product, filter EMI connector, now qualified on Tomahawk, cockpit displays, and the flight guidance. And I know they don't mention that what is the revenue possibility from that deal. So what I did is that I put up a speculative number based on my assumptions. If you just think about it, there are around 1,000 Tomahawk orders that needs to be done by RTX. And if you take like 1,000 with the 10,000 on that's give you almost $10 million. Now $10 million, I'm considering that 50% of them will have the EMI interconnect through the Tomahawk from MOBX lab. They have the wireless IC and Rage. That's, if you see, milliwave 5G radar imaging, and this is where like they have the perfect match with the PRSO. PRSO has a better product with the milliwave 5G. So if they are able to merge with PRSO, PRSO, these two will have a better holistic solution. Uh, Drone and airborne, they got the FFA certification in February. You might have noticed that in the previous video as well. This is very huge steps. They need to get the FFA type certificate. If they opt in that, maybe they can do it with along with the other drone provider and then complete this cycle. So my assumption is that they will be able to generate, like they will be able to commercialize that, but it may not be a huge. And they have been in the active discussion with PRSO for the merging and acquisition, and that can give them 3 to 5 million. So overall, if you look at this $1 million in 2026, and that can give them a market cap of around $200 million to $300 million. That's gonna be upside of almost double from now. As of now, MOBX is MOBX is trading at a $1 with the market cap of almost 100 million. So $2 is something which you can anticipate that will hit in 2026 itself. This is given based on the current news. If they have more catalysts, that can go up further. So yeah, overall very positive narrative for MOBX. And now let's look at PRSO, MOBX and PRSO. So just a recap on what are the key catalysts we have seen in for MOBX in this year. It's just been 2 months and they have been able to raise 6 million. They have the Navy Tomahawk order, they have the FFA drone certification. The three things that we need to look for is their Q4 earning. That will give them a glance of how Tomahawk revenue is. PRSO deal, this is something which we should anticipate in the next quarter to be closed. And then RTX follow-on contract. This again is given the fact that RTX executives are meeting the White House today, and their main discussion about the ramping up the production for their missiles. And if that happens, just think about it like if you are building a new product, you wanted to have the best of the solution going in that product, and that's possibly a big catalyst for MOBX Lab. The another interesting thing I noticed today is that when I just did my analysis yesterday on PRSO, or actually 2-3 days back, and then PRSO jumped by almost 100% today, and they are from $1 to almost $2, with the news that PRSO says 60 gigahertz milliwave technology selected for the drone identification system. So this is again like in conjunction with how we are seeing that the world is moving. There are more drone related drone missiles. So Tomahawk is the long-range, all-weather subsonic cruise missiles used by U.S. Navy for deep strike mission. This will be critical, capable of hitting over 1,000 miles. It is launched from ship, submarine, and ground platform. And Renathon is ramping up the production to over 1,000 units annually. The U.S. plan to purchase 57 million missiles in 2026 with an average cost of 1.3-1.4 million. Now you can think about it. These Tomahawk will have MOBX Lab EMI filters in it. So as this production goes up, the MOBX X for EMI filter will be going up as well. So let's look at our own platform, pulszy, how it is doing. I just searched for PRSO and PRSO ticker, and I see that it was first flagged in pulszy around 5 hours back, which gives you around 8 o'clock. Not that great. I think news was out around 6:30. So it will be improving pulszy, but this is a free thing that you can try and test at your end. Just free login pulszy.com, and then let's look for Tomahawk. What is the spelling of Tomahawk? I always misspell it. I think it is this one. But let's look at if there is more news around this keyword. So MOBX research, that's old news that we already covered. Expand user, that's old news. These are all old news. Yeah, so it's a nice platform that we are building just to search on the filters. Something which I'm intrigued to add is that creating a list of news that we anticipate that could have a huge movement in the stock market, something like MOBX and PRSO merger. If that news is there, then both, I think MOBX and PRSO both will go up. Similarly, we want to see, let's say, Archer Aviation getting a type FAA type certification. So creating some news alert mechanism here through which we can, send out the individuals who requested for that news. Let's look at what is there going to join in the latest news. Google joined Microsoft in telling users Anthropic is still available outside the defense project. Share of aluminium related companies are gaining in Middle East tension. I think that's just commodity movement. Shares of semiconductor are trading lower after reports suggested that the White House planning for the more rules. Shares of the aluminium is gaining again because of the geopolitical tension, war tension. Um, hence, not sure why it is popping up 4 times. We should be able to dedupe it and get rid of it. Mm-hmm. Optimizer wants support LTD for from fast forward notion pricing certainty PRX. So this is a platform that we are building. You can go log in and check it like close to real time. You will get the news here, and this essentially is very helpful in making sure that you react in the same time as the institutes are with the news. All right, thank you. I will put the link of this policy in the description. Go over that and we'll see. Thank you.